Hello and welcome guys to my Destiny Strike Guide. I know a lot of the people have this kind of video, but I want to make my own video to kind of show off my strat and help out the people. A little forward, a lot of people were having trouble with this strike, both level 6 and level 8. They were saying like, you know, Devil Walker tank takes too long to take out, the whole strike takes like an hour or two, I die too frequently, blah blah blah, so I'm just gonna help them out by making this video. I can usually solo the strike at around 30 minutes. Some people on fire teams do this in less than 15 minutes, which is impressive, but they follow pretty much the same strat as I described. You just gotta learn the enemy's patterns and have a strategy, and then you're all set for the strike. Before we start, try to get a good auto rifle or scout rifle in the primary, a sniper in the secondary, and a launcher for your heavy. This is the optimal loadout for me, but for you it might be different. But I really recommend having a sniper in the secondary slot. There are three main parts in the strike: taking back Refinery, taking down the Devil Walker tank, and taking down Sepiks Prime. If you follow this guide correctly, taking down the Devil Walker part should be the longest at around 10 to 15 minutes max. When you first behind the container and snipe off a few enemies that are sniping. The snipers are usually vandals, but there are some invisible assholes sniping too, so take them out. Once they're taken care of, lay down some grenade and just start shooting at the group of enemies that have now formed near the ghost. For round 1 and 2, you don't need to use your super ability, just use the strategy I just described. For round 3, use your super ability to take out 1 or 2 wizards or captains, and you know, before you're doing that, of course, just snipe those assholes in the back first, and then switch to your heavy weapon and eliminate the remaining 2 or 3 strong guys with the shields, captains or the wizards. It should be pretty quick, whether you're using a launcher or a machine gun. Then I'm pretty sure an enemy with the yellow health bar appears. If you have the super ability back up, it's great. If not, just shoot at the guy repeatedly with the heavy weapon, and don't forget to lay down grenades as they replenish. Devil Walker part is you can attack from the left, the mid right, that is behind that broken piece of concrete, and from the far right. Just screw sniping from the back. Okay. Once you're trying to approach the Devil Walker tank, just steal the moth first and then focus on the tank. Don't shoot the body, because if you keep shooting the body, it will spawn some enemies. Just shoot at its legs. I usually like spraying full auto rifle shots into one of its legs until it collapses momentarily. If that happens, switch up to heavy weapon, lay down fire on the exposed part until it gets back up. Be sure you don't get too close to the tank while getting a good angle, as the tank will create this explosive / nova attack when it gets back up and can bring you down if you're too close. Repeat the process for all the angles and the legs. If you have teammates, just get them to draw aggro once in a while. If you're playing solo, just switch up angles once in a while and make sure you're looking at where the tank's firing at, the laser guided missile, because sometimes its laser is hard to see and you get insta-killed out of nowhere if you're not careful. I played the strike many times and this happened to me still. Also, don't use your super abilities on the tank itself, as it will do only mediocre damage. Save those for the occasionally respawning mobs, especially for the fallen captains, as they can bring you down quickly if you don't pay attention. After a small mob, move on to the Sepiks Prime, the Devil's Lair itself. This part is much easier if you have at least one teammate, so that one person is drawing aggro / dealing with mobs while the other person is focusing its attack on Sepiks Prime. Like with the Devil Walker, there are several angles you can attack from, many of which you can hit the ball, but the ball cannot hit you back. But as it keeps switching places, always be aware of where the ball is and move to shoot from the correct angle. As usual, deal with the mobs first because you do not want to be dealing with them while you're focusing your fire on the ball. The fucking shanks are annoying as fuck and they sneak up from behind you, from the left of you, and from the right of you, so shoot them as soon as they appear. Occasionally a ship appears and when it does, take cover as it will shoot you. I'm not sure if it's the ship or the vandals. And then some enemies, actually a big group of enemies jump down. One grenade should take care of the large portion of enemies. Pick up the rest with your primary rifle and then continue focusing on the ball. Just make sure to look at your radar once in a while to make sure you know where the enemies are. If you do that, then your battle should be much easier. I usually like shooting at the ball with Shingen C fully upgraded when it's close enough and with the sniper when it's far away. Once you're done, you're not actually done. You have something to do besides celebrating and dancing with the team. Go down one level and check the loot container if you haven't already. It's one of the 5 golden chests. Pick up the ammo that's laying around, especially to replenish all those heavy ammo you might have used. If you have the right strategy, the whole ordeal should not be only much easier but actually boring, as you're basically doing the same thing over and over again. Having fire teams and voice chat helps, but they're not necessary. If you're doing solo, just make sure you're taking it slowly, one at a time. If you have 2 or 3 people, just attack from different angles and have some fun, like, you know, just charging in like an idiot and shooting a rocket launcher at the big group of enemies. Because, you know, you have your teammates on your back. Draw some aggro from your teammates if they're suffering. Also, revives are free. You should almost always revive your teammates as soon as possible, unless if the teammate did something incredibly stupid like charging straight into the Devil Walker, ignoring the masses in the middle, and then getting himself into a very dangerous situation. Don't down yourself to revive others. If anything, if both teammates are drowned, just stay alive and they should be with you within 30 seconds. It's all about the strats, the strike. Keep it up and you'll do great. It's one of the most initially challenging things to do in Destiny, but as you're facing AIs instead of people, you can learn what they do and adapt to them. If you like this video, please leave a like and comment, and check out my other Destiny videos too. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.